What if I told you that you are the rabbit hole they can't escape? That your very presence leaves them obsessed, unraveling and trapped in their own chaos? Chosen ones, you are not simply misunderstood, you are a living paradox. They tried to figure you out, define you, even control you. But the harder they pulled, the deeper they fell into the very vortex they created. Now their world is spiraling, their minds stuck on you, and their shadows are all they can see. Think about it. Your energy has them exposed, drowning in regrets they can't undo. They wanted to watch you crumble, but instead, they got lost. Your energy isn't just captivating, it's disruptive. In a world obsessed with explanations, you are the exception. People are used to dissecting others, labeling their motives and moving on. But with you, they find themselves circling endlessly, unable to pin down who you are or what drives you. It's not just your actions that confuse them. It's the way you embody contradictions effortlessly. You can be kind, yet firm, creative, yet disciplined, visible, yet elusive. They can't decide if you're a puzzle to solve or a force to admire. The more they try to define you, the more they realize how much of themselves they've projected onto you, and that realization terrifies them. What begins as simple curiosity about you often spirals into something far deeper and darker. When people first encounter your strength or confidence, they may be intrigued. But when they realize you operate outside their realm of control, their fascination turns to fixation. They start to compare their lives to yours, their progress to your growth, and their choices to your vision. This obsession stems from a deep-rooted fear that they lack the courage to live as authentically as you do. The more they dig into your life, the more they're confronted with their own unfulfilled potential, and instead of addressing it, they fixate on you. Falling into your energy is like stepping into a dimension they weren't prepared to visit. Think of Alice in Wonderland, a seemingly whimsical journey that quickly becomes disorienting and overwhelming. You represent a challenge to their reality, a disruption to their carefully constructed worldview. They came to you seeking answers about who you are, but instead they're left facing questions about themselves. Why do they feel inferior? Why are they so invested in controlling you? Why can't they move on? You didn't create this chaos for them, they did. Your presence merely highlighted the instability of the world they built on illusions. When they realized they couldn't understand you, they moved to plan B, control. People fear what they can't categorize, and when faced with your authenticity, they attempt to rewrite your story. They create rumors, twist truths, and gather in cliques to reinforce their version of who you are. But there's a problem with this approach. No lie can compete with the strength of your truth. Every falsehood they spread collapses under the weight of its own fragility. What's worse for them is that their efforts only draw more attention to you, while their desperation becomes glaringly obvious. Think about how often their attempts to tear you down have backfired. Whether it was public humiliation, gossip, or exclusion, their efforts seemed powerful at first, until they weren't. People started to notice the cracks in their stories, the inconsistencies in their actions, and the sheer effort they put into targeting you. Instead of diminishing your light, they inadvertently made you shine brighter. What they failed to understand is that your strength doesn't come from external validation. It's rooted in a deeper, unshakable foundation. Every failure on their part becomes a testament to your resilience and divine protection. While they expend their energy plotting and scheming, you channel yours into growth and self-improvement. You don't react to their chaos because you know your value isn't tied to their approval or opinion. What truly baffles them is your ability to remain composed when most people would have crumbled. They see you endure storms that would have broken them, and instead of empathizing, they feel envy. But your resilience isn't just personal strength. It's a reflection of the divine protection surrounding you, shielding you from their negativity. I want you all to comment below, unstoppable and protected, if you know your strength and divine shield make you untouchable. While they spiral in confusion and obsession, you keep building. Their distractions don't slow you down, they fuel your focus. Each attempt to harm you becomes a stepping stone, each challenge an opportunity to elevate yourself. This ability to turn adversity into momentum is what truly sets you apart. You've mastered the art of not looking back, of not getting entangled in their drama. Instead, you channel your energy into your purpose, your passion, and your growth. This forward momentum leaves them behind, still lost in the rabbit hole they dug for you, but ended up falling into themselves. The concept of a divine mirror is powerful, and you embody it effortlessly. When people look at you, they don't just see a person, they see a reflection of their strengths, weaknesses, and potential. To some, this is inspiring. They feel motivated to grow and heal. But to others, it's overwhelming, even threatening. You unintentionally show them what they could become if they let go of their fear, their need for control, and their old ways of thinking. The intensity of this reflection can be too much for some, and instead of acknowledging it, they lash out or spiral into obsession. Your energy often reminds people of who they were before the world told them who to be. When people interact with you, they are subconsciously reminded of their inner child, the part of them that dreamed fearlessly, loved openly, and lived authentically. But reconnecting with this part of themselves requires vulnerability, and not everyone is ready for that. For those who resist, this reconnection feels more like a confrontation, forcing them to acknowledge how far they've drifted from their true selves. Warning, this is not for muggles. Oh, so you're still here? Guess that means you're not just another NPC wandering the Matrix, huh? Let's be real, this isn't your self-help for normies retreat. The Obsidian Inner Order is where the truly chosen gather, sharpening their minds, manifesting their power, and leaving the beige existence of the mundane far behind. It's Hogwarts for the badasses who don't need a sorting hat to tell them they're elite. We've got weekly group calls where chosen ones dissect the Matrix playbook, a Star Chamber Discord packed with warriors of light, not wannabe influencers, and the content too raw, too real for YouTube's fragile servers. Our latest exclusive, The Universe is Your ATM Machine, shows you how to systematically dismantle every abundance block the Archons planted. Spoiler alert, they want you broke because they fear your rise. But listen closely, we're not running a charity for the curious. If you want in, you better act now. The door is closing, and we're not holding it for the indecisive. Hit the link to join the Obsidian Inner Order in the description, or stay with the Muggles and let us know how that works out for you. One of your most unique qualities is your boundless imagination. While others are limited by the rules and expectations of society, your mind operates on a higher plane. You see possibilities where others see obstacles, solutions where others see problems. This creativity isn't just artistic, it's spiritual. It allows you to visualize a life that aligns with your soul's purpose and then take the steps to manifest it. This superpower makes you an enigma to those who can't see beyond their limitations. They don't understand how you keep moving forward, but it's your vision that keeps you energized and unstoppable. When people fall into your energy, they often don't realize what they're signing up for. They think they're exploring your life, but in reality, they're embarking on a journey of self-discovery, one they didn't consent to. Your presence initiates a spiritual reckoning that forces them to confront their shadow selves. Their flaws, insecurities, and unresolved traumas bubble to the surface, demanding attention. This is why some people withdraw after interacting with you. The intensity is too much for them to handle. Others, however, double down, trying to project their discomfort onto you instead of dealing with their inner turmoil. Now I want you to comment below, I ignite transformation, to fortify your resolve, especially if your presence has ever revealed truths people weren't ready to face. Also, hit that subscribe button to ensure that these downloads continue to reach you and increase your spiritual development. Your adaptability is one of your greatest strengths, and it's also what confuses people the most. Just when they think they've figured you out, you evolve. Your growth is constant, and your ability to reinvent yourself keeps you one step ahead of anyone trying to define or control you. They don't realize that this isn't a game for you, it's simply who you are. You are fluid, multifaceted, and aligned with a higher purpose, which makes you impossible to categorize. This inability to pin you down leaves them feeling powerless, feeding their frustration and obsession even further. What starts as innocent curiosity quickly spirals into something much darker. At first, they might be intrigued by your energy, drawn to your strength and authenticity, but when they realize they can't control or emulate you, their fascination deepens into obsession. They begin to overanalyze everything you do, searching for cracks in your foundation. This obsessive focus keeps them trapped, unable to focus on their own lives because they're too consumed with yours. It's as if you've become a permanent fixture in their minds, one they can't escape no matter how hard they try. In their obsession, they often resort to tactics designed to tarnish your reputation. They spread false narratives, exaggerate your flaws, and try to rally others against you. But these efforts always seem to backfire. The truth has a way of surfacing, and their lies inevitably crumble under scrutiny. Instead of harming you, their attempts only serve to highlight your integrity and resilience. People begin to see through their schemes, and the energy they put into discrediting you ends up exposing their own bitterness and insecurity. Every action has consequences, and their obsession with you is no exception. Their attempts to drag you down only entrench them further in the sunken place. Their minds become clouded with regret and confusion as they realize that their focus on you hasn't hurt you at all. Instead, it's stolen their peace of mind and disrupted their own progress. They're stuck, replaying the same patterns while you continue to evolve. The sunken place isn't something you created. It's the inevitable outcome of their refusal to let go of their obsession. What truly baffles them is your refusal to engage. They expect you to retaliate, to get caught up in their drama, but you don't. You remain calm, composed, and focused on your own journey. This calmness is your greatest strength. It disarms their negativity and renders their efforts powerless. By not reacting, you force them to confront the futility of their actions. Your silence speaks volumes, showing them that their energy has no hold over you. Here's the twist. While they may not admit it, their obsession with you isn't entirely rooted in envy. Deep down, they find you inspiring. They're drawn to your strength, your vision, and your ability to remain authentic in a world that demands conformity. This inspiration is uncomfortable for them because it highlights what they lack. They want to emulate you, but their fear and pride prevent them from admitting it. So instead of learning from you, they continue to fixate, caught in a cycle of admiration and resentment. Your ability to rise above their schemes is what truly sets you apart. While they're consumed with watching your every move, you're focused on your goals. You don't allow their negativity to infiltrate your space, and this boundary is key to your success. By staying grounded and aligned with your purpose, you demonstrate that their opinions and actions have no power over you. This not only frustrates them, but also serves as a powerful example to others who may be watching. Your focus is your superpower, and it's the reason you continue to thrive while they remain stuck. Your role isn't just to exist, but to reveal deeper truths to those around you. Whether you realize it or not, your presence delivers lessons that others desperately need to learn. You don't have to preach or teach explicitly. Your actions and energy alone speak volumes. By simply being authentic, you challenge others to reflect on their lives, their choices, and their values. This role isn't always easy, as truth is rarely comfortable, but it's necessary for growth. Every attempt to harm you has only fueled your purpose. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, you've taken the negativity thrown your way and transformed it into strength. This isn't just resilience, it's alchemy. Their gossip, schemes and betrayals have become part of your testimony, adding depth and power to your story. You've turned every obstacle into an opportunity, every setback into a setup for something greater. In doing so, you've shown them and yourself that nothing can truly break you when you're divinely protected and aligned with your purpose. You don't measure your worth by societal standards or the opinions of others. While they judge you through a lens of envy and misunderstanding, you hold yourself to divine standards. This difference in perspective is what separates you from them. They're stuck in a cycle of comparison while you're constantly evolving, guided by a sense of higher purpose. You've chosen to answer your calling, and in doing so, you've transcended the pettiness and drama that traps others. You've closed cycles of pain, growth and transformation, emerging stronger and more self-aware each time. While others are stuck in repetitive patterns, you've moved forward, embracing new opportunities and higher vibrations. This doesn't mean your journey is over, but you've reached a level of self-mastery that many aspire to. Your ability to evolve and adapt leaves those who once tried to control you in awe as they realize they can't keep up with your pace. Their actions against you have only shifted the energy, bringing you abundance and clarity while leaving them in confusion. This isn't about revenge, it's about balance. The universe rewards authenticity and punishes deceit, and your life is a testament to this principle. As they face the consequences of their actions, you're stepping into a season of blessings, propelled by the very energy they tried to use against you. While their obsession with you may seem destructive, it serves a higher purpose. You are a catalyst for their spiritual awakening, even if they don't realize it. By forcing them to confront their insecurities and flaws, you're indirectly guiding them towards self-awareness. Growth often comes through discomfort, and your presence provides the kind of disruption they need to evolve. This doesn't excuse their behavior, but it reframes it as part of a larger spiritual process, one where you play an essential role. What they fail to understand is that you're not walking this path alone. Divine forces surround and protect you, ensuring that no weapon formed against you prospers. This protection isn't just a shield, it's a source of strength that allows you to remain calm and composed in the face of adversity. While they're scrambling to undermine you, they're unknowingly up against forces far greater than themselves. Your alignment with this divine energy is what keeps you untouchable, no matter how intense their obsession becomes. Your journey is far from over, but the road ahead is clear. You're here to shine, to grow, and to lead by example. Every experience, whether positive or negative, has shaped you into the person you are today. Your purpose continues to unfold, revealing new layers of strength, wisdom, and creativity. While they remain stuck in their cycles, you're stepping into a life of fulfillment and alignment, proving that the rabbit hole they created is a reflection of their own fears, not your reality. There's a universal law that many forget. Tampering with someone protected by divine forces comes with consequences. When they tried to manipulate or harm you, they didn't realize they were triggering a spiritual backlash. Their plans may have seemed clever at first, but they failed to account for one critical factor: you're divinely chosen. The regret they now feel isn't just about their failed attempts, it's about the overwhelming weight of knowing they went against something far greater than themselves. They're beginning to learn that actions rooted in envy and deceit always come with a cost. Despite their intentions, their obsession with you has served as a painful but necessary wake-up call. You've acted as a catalyst for their growth, forcing them to confront the very parts of themselves they've been avoiding. They may not thank you for it, but your presence has brought them face to face with their own shadows. Whether they rise from this experience or stay stuck in the sunken place is entirely up to them. But one thing is clear, their interaction with you has changed them forever, setting them on a path they can no longer ignore. One of the hardest lessons for them to learn has been humility. They started with the assumption that they could outsmart, outshine or overpower you, only to discover that they were entirely unprepared for your strength. Each failed attempt to diminish you has been a reminder of their own limitations. This lesson isn't meant to humiliate them, but to teach them the value of respect for themselves, for others, and for the divine forces at play. Their experience with you is reshaping how they approach not just you, but life itself. Your journey has become a testament to the fact that divine protection is real and unyielding. For every scheme they devised, there was a counterforce working in your favor. They've watched in disbelief as their plans unraveled while you continued to thrive. This has taught them a profound truth. Chosen ones are not to be underestimated. Your life is a living reminder that when you're aligned with divine energy, no earthly force can disrupt your path. As their narratives about you crumble, the larger community begins to shift its perspective. The same people who once criticized or doubted you are now reconsidering their stance. They see the integrity with which you've handled adversity, and it's starting to change the way they view you. This shift isn't just about admiration, it's about recognition. The truth has a way of surfacing, and the community is beginning to see you for who you truly are, a force of resilience, growth, and authenticity. Regret is a powerful teacher, and it's now playing a major role in their lives. They regret the time and energy they spent trying to undermine you, the relationships they damaged in the process, and the opportunities they missed while fixated on you. This regret isn't just emotional, it's transformative. It's forcing them to re-evaluate their priorities and recognize the futility of their actions. While the sunken place may feel like punishment, it's actually an opportunity for growth, a chance for them to learn, heal, and move forward. Even in their regret, your presence remains a guiding force. Whether they acknowledge it or not, you've planted seeds of change in their lives. Your strength, authenticity, and ability to rise above their schemes have shown them a different way to live. This isn't about saving them, it's about showing them what's possible when you align with your true self. If they choose to take the lessons you've unknowingly taught them, they have a chance at redemption and transformation. The power dynamic has shifted, and they know it. Where they once felt in control, they now feel powerless. Where they hoped to see you falter, they've only witnessed your rise. This shift isn't just external, it's internal. They're beginning to realize that their fixation on you has been a reflection of their own insecurities all along. The focus is no longer on you, but on the work they need to do within themselves. And as you continue to move forward, they're left with a choice: stay stuck in the sunken place or begin their journey toward healing. Chosen ones, you are the rabbit hole, the enigma they can't solve, the force they can't control, and the light they can't dim. Your presence exposes truths they would rather keep hidden, forcing them to confront their insecurities, regrets, and unhealed wounds. While they spiral in the sunken place, lost in their obsession with you, your strength remains unshaken. You rise untouched by their schemes, thriving under the divine protection that shields and empowers you. Embrace your role as a divine mirror, a disruptor, and a catalyst for change. Let them learn their lessons while you continue to shine, grounded in your purpose. If this message resonates, share your thoughts and insights, because your journey is not just yours. It's a beacon for others to find their own truth.